Thank you so much, ladies, for being here with me today. We are here in ISO Prosperity Sisterhood, and I am bringing you a quick lesson in our live discussion, or sorry, in our live session. We're going to have a discussion afterwards, but keep that rolling. Whatever it might be for you, comment, like, subscribe, whatever. Okay, so this morning I put a title on this talk. I'm doing a series of kind of just this thought of millions, and that is the title being The Abundance of Capacity. And when you have a tank that is overflowing, what does that look like for you? If you had 1,000,000 ounces of energy, right? Like, what would that look like for you? What would you get done? What would you say no to? What would you say yes to? What would you start? What would you stop? What would you sustain? What does that 1,000,000 ounces of energy look like for you? To no longer have bursts of energy to work with, like the espresso latte, right? Those are good and all. But to no longer have bursts, but for them to be full at all times. And so in writing this morning, I had this idea of, or this thought, and then I had this picture in my phone of a little basket, a little bucket that my daughter got for an Easter basket. And I had somehow, it had landed in the garden over the summer, and I didn't bring a bucket down or a basket to bring things back to the house. So I grabbed this bucket and it was full, right? And so it's this thought of maybe you just need a smaller bucket to start with so that it's not something that you're sloshing around in the bottom of this big 5-gallon bucket, right? And then if you're in a smaller bucket, you have this opportunity to overflow, right? Now you can be outside of your bucket holding your bucket, right? It just, I could go on like with that vision, but what is it for you? What makes it so that your capacity is is enough to where what you're taking up in it fills it? Because the world is going to expand that size of that bucket, right? It's going to spread you thin. It's going to give you things that maybe you don't need, that maybe just are going to get in your way, or again, spread you thin. Um, Make it so that you feel like that's sloshing and there's no, like, nothing is holding you in. Like a lid wouldn't do you any good, right? Like, um, so it's that idea of what we fill that with. We want it to fill us up. We want it to lift us so that it holds its own. Not to be something that drains, but maybe something, maybe we need to put a stopper in it. Maybe there needs to be a plug somewhere, right? Maybe there is a leak. Well, here's a bucket analogy again for you. If you have a leak in your bucket, but you only have this much water in it, sometimes you can't find the leak, right? And so when you make that smaller, that bucket smaller, the vessel, now it's full up. Now you know where the leaks are, right? It's no longer just air. Because when we operate in fullness and abundance, we get to resonate with fulfillment. The pouring over, the spilling over, the overflow, the sharing of that abundance. So maybe it's not the need to restart. Maybe it's just the need for a smaller bucket. Because A smaller bucket can also show you where you can stretch. Not only the leaks, right? When it's full up, you can find those leaks. But now you know what spills over, right? What makes it feel really good? What gives you that fulfillment? And so now you can make that bucket bigger. You can stretch. Whereas when you're just sloshing at the bottom, you don't know where the leaks are. You don't know where the goodness is. And so that that bucket can then be stretched because when you're stretched thin, where does it go? And so what I want for you ladies is for that fullness and that overflow, that fulfillment, and that million ounces of energy. I want you to feel like it's possible, like it's yours, like it's something that you can tap into. And I want that for you. So, with that, I'm curious what that conjured up for you. Do you feel like you're in a really big bucket? Have you maybe downsized your bucket and have found the holes and need help patching them? Right? Like, what does that look like for you? So, in our discussion, we're going to talk about that. We're going to help each other, whether it's through some positive peer pressure or what have you. We're going to go into our live discussion and figure it out. So, thank you, and we'll talk soon.